Mylan has its own generic that it's launching in 2017. As far as I understand it, the Auvi-Q is not a generic, it's a brand and will likely be sold at branded pricing. And so therefore, the EpiPen will be available to consumers as a generic at a generic copay, so should be less expensive than the Auvi-Q, and that's why I'm not too worried about it this year.
So the CEO of Kaleo, which makes the Auvi-Q, says the auto-injector is going to come out at a very, very low cost. Does that worry you at all, or how's that going to compare to what we know about the generic pricing of the EpiPen?
Well, they still have to get it on formulary with payers, and they're going to have to pay rebates, and they're going to have to distribute the product. And I'm not aware of the size of the sales force of Kaleo, but I think, you know, consumers really have known the EpiPen for years, and they trust it, and it's the go-to product. So if you can have a product like this for your $10, $20 generic copay, even a low-price brand can't compete with that.
So bottom line, you don't change your position as a buy on the stock?
No, not because of the Auvi-Q, no.
Why do you like the stock?
I think the stock has really come in a lot since the EpiPen crisis in the third quarter. The congressional testimony, et cetera, really had a negative impact here. And I just don't think that the financial impact to the company is going to be as great as people fear. I still view this as a go-to product. I think the negative publicity could actually be positive because now everyone is aware of the name of the brand and what to ask for. There's a whole number of patients that are not getting EpiPen still. There's 14 million patients that are, you know, at risk for anaphylaxis, and you know, Mylan sold approximately 8 million EpiPens, so the market can only go bigger from here. On top of that, I don't think they're going to be paying that much to the supply chain on their generic as they have with the brand. So I think they're going to be able to, you know, hang in there and do okay. And once they provide additional visibility around that, it won't be, you know, as concerning to investors.
For Mylan, what is your estimate of the average selling price of an EpiPen? In other words, their revenue net today, and what will that be in 2017 when they undercut their own branded product with their own generic product?
Well, what the company has told us is that the branded product sells for a net price of about $274 after they've discounted it to the trade, and that the generic will sell for approximately $200 after all discounts. We're a little bit higher, but just because we think that there's some wiggle room here also on pricing and discounting, and we'll see how it all shakes out. But the other piece is that the company spends quite a bit on promoting the drug, and once they take out a piece of that cost and that expense when the drug goes generic, they'll be able to save more on the bottom line selling the EpiPen.
Why do they need to promote a drug that they had a monopoly on?
Well, doctors still need to be reminded of it. There's still a lot of couponing, awareness raising, societies, professional societies, medical societies, all kinds of stuff has to still happen. But you can do a bit less, you know, direct to consumer advertising. You don't have to create television ads. You're generic now, so you're broadly available to anyone, and everyone knows your name. You're essentially the Xerox of the anaphylaxis world.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.